Good morning. We're at a condo in Boca Raton that the owner wants to convert two one-bedroom units into one two-bedroom units. So we just want to show you, you can pan, I just want to show you a little bit of the start of the demolition. And, just a walkthrough. Here's the kitchen over here, the old kitchen. Come on, just a quick walk over. We're ripping out a bathroom. You got a good angle. The other side, this is the two units that are getting converted into one. A lot of crap in here that we had to get rid of. We're demoing the place. Nothing super interesting, but it just documents what we're doing. You can show them the old bathroom over here if you can make it without tripping over everything. Me and the boys are working hard today. And this is our first documentation. So here's an update on our renovation here. It's, as I mentioned before, it's two condos that are getting converted into one. So I guess it's about 1,600 square feet. We had to move the plumbing rough. Why don't you pan from that side over here? So we had to move rip up stuff to change the plumbing rough. That's really about the update for today. Hello there, we're gonna do another update of this project. My name is Lou St. George. So you can see what it looks like when you frame a place. Let's go in over this way. So this is the guest side. We use metal studs. You can see where the shower is going over here, and the guest bathroom will be guest suite, master suite. Excuse me, the master suite, and master bathroom, shower. We're going to build a niche over here. They want this niche with shelves, and there's the big walk-in closet. And that's the update. We'll show you more as we progress. Good morning. So we're going to do an update right now. The purpose is just to show everybody what it takes to get to a framing inspection. There's a lot of inspections involved in any renovation jobs here in Florida. And so far we had a plumbing rough inspection, which would be all the pipes that are underneath because bathrooms got moved to different locations. The backstory is we're combining two condo units into one. So things got moved around. Over here we put in a half bath. So you can see all the work for the shower, copper, the shower pan. If you look up, you'll see fans for mechanical, wires for electric lighting, and the walls you have, switches and receptacles. You see all new framing, and then actually when you look up here, this is one of the parts that drives me crazy about this. The plans didn't allow to rip out all the old drywall, and so now you're patching all these horrible holes, which are more time consuming than anything going. And you'll see plenty of them. We're not going to put that as our primary focus, but they're all over the place. And it's really more of the same over here. This is going to be the kitchen area, and you'll just see all the wiring, copper's over there for the water line for the refrigerator. Sink will be over here. This place has blown-in insulation, which is really an unpleasant product to work around. You can see we brought up all the drywall. The drywall's here, so we have a framing inspection today. So when we pass that, I'm not looking at the camera much today, I'm not because we're walking through. But we have all the drywall and insulation here, so after the framing inspection, then we put up the insulation, and that gets inspected, and then from there we put up the drywall, and then they have a drywall screw inspection. A lot of parts of the country is going to think this is insane, and I agree with you. So let's keep moving. This is an area, this will be like a utility room. You can see the plumbing for the air conditioning will go over here. Hot water heater in this area. Over here, if you get the angle, is a stack washer and dryer will go over there. So there's a lot of stuff going on. And then when we come into the master suite area, again, another bathroom. And it's another valve, but that's what we got. That's what we do. It's a sequence when done properly, goes fairly well. And if you don't do it, we're doing it twice. So that's today's update. Hello, this is Lou coming to you one more time. This is the condo renovation that we've been giving you periodic walkthroughs on. It's 2 condos converted into 1, and it's a complete renovation. Right now we got to a great part, which is when the drywall gets hung. And as you can see, if you pan around here, there's drywall everywhere. And we have, do walls and ceiling. You can notice in this place that this was an existing ceiling, and if you look over the other way, that's an existing ceiling. This one had popcorn on it, had to be scraped. So I'm not just going to document stuff, I'm going to give you some opinions on this stuff. So when you get a job, you bid off a set of drawings, and that's pretty much how it goes. If you see something, you should tell the person that's hiring you, something needs to be corrected. But for this job to have gone a lot better, this whole ceiling should have been ripped down. You can see, as we walk through, you can see patches. This is where the 2 units were divided right here. So this is patched. All the walls are new, so that wasn't an issue. It was all new board. But like over here in this is the kitchen there. You probably can't tell yet. But the drywall is in such bad condition, we just ripped it out. And unfortunately above it was a blown-in insulation, which makes a complete mess. We didn't know that. But we're going to show you the results after it's taped. This is drywall. In Florida, they do a screw inspection. And then once we pass the screw inspection, then the walls get finished. This is all the joint compound behind you. But I'll show you a bathroom so you see the different types of board we use. None of this stuff is really fascinating, but it's necessary. All right, so this is going to be, I believe, the guest bathroom. And you'll see in here we use a board. This board is dent shield. You use a specific board in the showers to erect dent shield because it's high moisture. And then outside, these are for areas that can have moisture. It's a different grade board, and then this type of board is the normal drywall. And then on the ceiling, you use a thicker board. It's an X-type drywall, 5/8. So I don't want to kill everybody with details, but we'll just take a quick walk through, and you can see. If you're a homeowner, you want to understand the process. This is kind of what I'm trying to show you. So you'll see in here too. This floor was wood. You can see a little bit of it right there. It's very dusty, but between hanging the drywall, the dust, the insulation dust, construction demo, you get a lot of dust. We've swept this thing, I don't know how many times, vacuumed it. We even bought a brand new shiny vacuum over there for this job. We put down paper because when they mud the ceilings, it lands on the floor. When they sand it, dust. So we're trying to do a little, keep things nicer. Like we vacuum underneath the edges because the dust, there's not a shortage of it. All right, now let's just walk through to give you a view of everything. Some of it's more interesting than others, but whatever. All right, so this is the master suite. This is the new master bedroom area. And in here, the master bath. It's not much different than the guest. They're both pretty large. But here's a great example of, this is all these like 4-inch things. This is where we ripped out walls and had to patch them. So you're gonna see afterwards, because we'll do a video. I don't try to hide stuff. I like to document it so I can actually show stuff and explain stuff to people. These ceilings are not gonna look anywhere near as good as the new kitchen ceiling. They'll be hopefully decent, but when I asked them, do you want us to rip out everything? The answer is no, because they have to pay for it. But anyway, you see the same. the dent shield in there, purple board for moisture resistant, and then the normal board. And that's about as much information as anybody probably wants to know about drywall and hanging it. All right, over and out. All right, we're going to do another update. The finisher just taped the walls, the mud. We're getting ready for primer. Tomorrow we have to clean the floors, so we're going to take you a quick walkthrough so you see everything. You'll get to see. And that's all I got to report today, so over and out. Hello, it's Lou coming back at you. So we're at this place in Boca that we're renovating. It was 2 condos turned into 1. Depending on how we edit our videos, you're going to be sick and tired of hearing me say that. So we can take a look around. The painter was in here. We primed the walls and painted the ceilings. What we do is prime the walls, and then we look for imperfections, mark them, and then come back and fix the stuff. And so all that prep is been done pretty well. So now we're getting ready for starting to tile in the bathroom. So we'll just walk in and show you a little bit of that. The tile light today. This stuff, I can't even lie on this, is the biggest waste of time. It's called Red Guard. The board can sit in underwater for like 20 days and nothing happens. So we got to put this other protective layer on it. Anyway. So we're putting the Red Guard on, and we went over our layout. It's going to have like a decorative feature going up the wall. You have to let them know, because there's 2 bathrooms, what tiles are going where. Here's a sample, if you can show it, of the floor tile. So we have to go through different patterns, how it's going to lay out, so that the tile setters don't make a mistake. And behind the camera is the wall tile for the shower. Come on, follow me. So now we know this is a master bathroom, so they know it's a master bathroom. Walls, floor. This is an accent that I won't try and explain to you, but you'll see it when we're finished. And we have to put down a cement board over this floor and screw it down well. This says 1 coat of Red Guard on it. We cut niches into the wall. This is another niche that they want. And it's got a tile in the back there. And that's a linear drain down there. And anyway, that's where we're going. All right, so everybody, we're going to update you on where we're at. So far, I think we left off with prepping to do tile. So let's show you some finished results. Follow me. So this is the guest bathroom. I'm going to speak quietly because it echoes a lot in here. All right, you can see, let's bring it in and show a little bit better. This is a linear drain, and it's a tile inset. It's a new thing that people like. It kind of holds a lot of air. I don't highly recommend it. It's very subtle in here, but it's an accent piece, which is from the floor. This niche was, we fabricated this. These get expensive because there's a lot of work to cut all these pieces and put it together, but it looks great. Okay, so this is a very time-consuming thing right here. It came out great. And then over here in the shower, it's a large format tile, and everything is set really perfectly. Again, a linear drain with the tile inset in it, and then another niche that we had to build a shelf for. And they did a built-in niche over here. They wanted this accent in the back here to match there, and it's a great job. All right, so we're getting ready to do flooring. You can see, I think I mentioned 1,000 times that this is a second-story building to wood frame, which is kind of unusual for Florida. We're in Boca, so West Boca has a bit of it. They chose to go with a laminate floor,
I guess you call it vinyl flooring, really. Luxury vinyl flooring, it's thicker, but let's start out with this. You put down a sound barrier because there's people underneath you. And so we lay that out. First we clean the floors. You can see how everything's cleaned up in here. Clean the floors, lay down the sound barrier, and then install this flooring. And I think we'll do another video when it's all installed, but it looks pretty nice. Like this vinyl flooring's come a long way. This is very thick, so it should hold up great. And the top layer is pretty thick. It's got a good wear warranty on it. And we'll bring you back when this is done.
Good morning. We're going to give you a quick update on the progress of this project where we're converting 2 condos to 1. As you can see, this place is almost finished. Painted, flooring's down, the wallpaper's installed. Really all that's left is the electrician has to trim out the receptacles. So next week the electricians and plumbers will come in here to do their work. You know, all this stuff is in, but all the plumbing fixtures have to go in. And again, you can see electrical needs to be finished, and then we're going to get closets in here. So the kitchen is in its last stages. Again, you can see plumbing fixtures and electric. This is a typical sequence that we follow. After the painter finishes, then we do the electrical trim out and the plumbing top out. That's where we're at. That's the update. We'll get you more, and we'll show you more footage when the project is closer to finish. Hello everybody. We're going to bring you what might be the last video for this renovation, which is, you're going to hear chirping, which is 2 condos that we converted into 1. And we're 99.5% of the way done, or maybe greater. So here's the kitchen. Everything's here but the appliances. The appliances are being supplied by the homeowner, or the company that owns this place. And it looks nice. Now let's take a look. You know, pan around the room just to show this room. You still see some of our stuff in here. Go slowly. You've been very slow. All right. So let's take a look around here. Come on. All the anticipation, all the excitement. Okay. All right. So this is the guest bathroom. The mirrors aren't here because that's on the homeowner this time. But you know, it's got it's a bit of a, I'm gonna say odd setup because you don't typically have a closet in the bathroom. But it looks good. It's you know, shower's all done. Some nice tile accents, etc. And you can make your own decisions on things. And we're just going to walk you through. I like a lot of it, and some of it I think I would have done differently if I was deciding. This is a bedroom. You still see flooring and, you know, things. Again, we're getting wrapped up, getting ready for them to move in the appliances and furniture, etc. So now it's currently now one unit that's got 2 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and a nice large socializing area. We're in the master bedroom with a lovely view of the tennis court, I guess it is. I don't know tennis from pickleball, but I guess pickleball's the up and coming thing. Here's the master. And you know, it's a nice sized room. We did some custom things, this niche, and you know, just the tile setup. I'm not going to narrate the place, either you like it or you don't, but we either sometimes designers, sometimes the people have designers. And again, this has got a closet inside the bathroom. I would have probably
had this closed off here, put the door coming in through the bedroom, and had more closet space. But they're kind of using this as a rental or a hotel, I think. So, you know, everybody has different priorities. And that's the deal. And this might be our last time in here, so over and out.